is a freezing day here in the countryside. You see, I am cozy enough, but we're getting ready to turn this place into a Christmas wonderland. The tree behind me is going to be blue, and then the tree in the living room, we're gonna go with a mocha chocolate tree this year. So I don't know how much content I'm going to shoot because I'm way behind. It is December 12th, so we only have like 13 more days into Christmas, and I'm just putting up the majority of the things. We have the groundsmen that are coming to hang the wreaths on the windows outside, and then the dining room still has the Thanksgiving scape, which was so cute, but we've got to switch that over too as well. So let's just get started. It's coming along, guys. We have the bulbs. This tree is going to be blue, which is why I went with those lights, because the clear lights that I thought we were going to go with are more of a warm white, and this is more of a like a cold white or bluish white. That's gonna go with these blue bulbs so beautifully. It's beginning to look a lot like tree number 2. It feels like it's leaning a little bit, but on camera it seems fairly straight. I don't know. I may play with it a little bit. Just so you know, we got these 2 beautiful trees from Lowe's this year, and these are real trees. These are real pine fir, I believe, FIR. And they smell extraordinary here. Oh, this tree I'm going to do chocolate. Let me show you my inspiration. These bulbs right here, how insanely gorgeous. This is the perfect nail color for the season, I think. So we're going to just play around with bulbs, lights, and we're gonna play around with ornaments, some amber color lights, and ribbon, and just see what we end up with. You never know what you're gonna get. At least I don't go in with it must look like this, other than elegant and beautiful. So let's get this done up. Okay, so it turns out that this tree needs to be taken out of its pedestal and then re-submerged, simply because it's leaning. It needs to be evened up. And so because these are real trees, it's water in its bank, and I don't want to get water everywhere. So I think I'm going to start with the mantle and the fireplace. I have this really cute idea. So when the gentlemen were cutting down the stems at the trunk of the tree, I asked to keep the branches so that I could incorporate that with the decor. So I think that we're just gonna go and do that now and come back to this tree when we get some help. stand it back in there and tighten it up. So bear with me. Hello and welcome to day 2 here in the countryside. As you can sort of see, we're making traction. The foyer tree is completely up. I'm not going to do anything else to it. We've gotten the wreaths put up outside, which I'll show you a little later on, and I've gotten the living room tree up, which is extraordinary. So now I'm going to, since I was unable to record any footage from the living room tree, I thought let's bring you along as I finish up that tree in there. So come on. Okay, so earlier I went out snipping some magnolia leaves. This is my favorite leaf. This is the official tree for YCB. So you know how each state has a tree, like North Carolina is the dogwood. My national tree is the magnolia. So when you think of magnolia, think of YCB. So what I'm doing is removing this extra leaves so I can have more of like a stick, and we're gonna stick these in our tree. Okay, so here's a nice little space for this. And I'm thinking, what's this? That looks so pretty. I'm gonna add some over here. Added that, look, looks really, really pretty. You know what, this may be a tad bit too long. Let's try a shorter one. Maybe like this. Just not with a humongous amount of leaves, but enough to, you know, make a statement. And then this has like, right there, and this right, yeah. These stockings are just here to make sure it looks right over here, and I'm going to put like command strips and hold them up by that, so that'll look different. And then I tied this beautiful bow onto the tree right here, and I mean onto the bundles of, that's actually leftover branches from the cutting of the tree. So yeah, and then I have them down in the fireplace. I'll show you everything at the end. Hang on, trust me. Okay, I have the beautiful magnolia leaves submerged into the tree. Then I snipped some pine cone branches off the trees on the grounds, and so I'm going to also just, it smells so good, and just start sticking this in a space where the pine cones itself can show. So with this will kind of bury it. So we look for ones that we can definitely get some pine cones happening here, like in here. You see? Oh, you didn't even see that. Let me put you down, so hang on. Okay, so like this. And just have that sticking out the edge like that. How pretty, right? I think so. And then we're just gonna randomly put those up. Like this would be hard to do because, well, we can go in this way. So, but I don't necessarily want this part just sticking out, but hey. Let's see what we have. Yeah, no, this sticks out too bad. So we'll use this for some other type of decor. Okay, I got this tree done, and again, I'm gonna do a big reveal, but yeah, I have sap all over my hands because these are like real trees, real branches, real magnolia leaves, and I'm telling you, it looks extraordinary and smells that much more extraordinary. So yeah, now we have to put together a beautiful basket because we have a holiday event to go to that the town is doing, which I'm gonna take you along. So you're gonna come to my Hallmark Town's Christmas annual event, and then we have the table. We have to get the table done as well. So it's coming. It's coming. I mean, it's here. Christmas is technically here, but you know.
I'm going to start. You can work with me. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, right here.